Downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jackson on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So they get the completion. That's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
Now Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. From the gun, Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Watch Mike. Ready? Check. Hey, Delta. Hey, watch your leg. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On first down, it's Darnold. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Off of play action, Darnold.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On first down, Darnold. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Touch the outlaw. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Check, check, check. Switch, switch.
And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Watch the whip.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Saints 0. Bet game.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Darnold. It's brought in by Harris. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Darnold. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Looks good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
24 is the mic. Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 24 is the mic. Let's get it together, team.
Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Saints' 45-yard line.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 24 is the mic. All right, team, on front. 24 is the mic.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep, and this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 5-yard line.
One back in the game. That's Jones, second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal.
Everyone got four down. 24 is the mic. I got you. 24 is the mic. Watch the run. 24 is the mic. Man, that's trash.
From the gun, Jackson. Pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. Gay's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Fight for your side. Lady. In your face. Hey, Wahoo!
Darnold on first down. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Lutz with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Back. Check 4. 61. Match box. Right. Go. Check. Motion out of backfield. Motion out.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. That's it. Mike's 56. All day, dog. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Jackson now from the gun. He'll throw. There he goes inside the 30. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points.
He's got it at the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Darnold. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Gary Jennings hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. on 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
Let's go for it.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 56 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
24 is the mark. It's our time. It's
Jackson now. And an alley to run. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Here we go. Here we go. Takes the outlaw. 24 is the mark.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 24 is the mark. Let's go, defense.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Darnold going deep here for Parker. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
We're going to set. Lady. I got him. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll run it with Kamara into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Hey, echo. 95 Mike, watch 95. Check.
Here's Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the 1st half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll go again to Jones. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get a...
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devontae Parker with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jones. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jackson operating from the gun. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Jackson throwing on 4th down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Cameron Jordan. And the Saints will have the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now this throw caught left side, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. Darnold from the red zone now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big run there by Jones. Give him 69 yards on the ground. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. They run with Logan. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
47 is the mic. 47 is the...
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt and in a big way.
Shakes off the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A throw over the middle taken in. The 40, 20, 10. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. They'll run on first down. Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now it's Darnold. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. It's caught by Jennings. A good pickup there at 20 yards. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
95, Mike. Watch 95. Go. 95.
Darnold from the gun. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. They were looking Jennings' way again, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, Charlie. 95 is the same. No, check his Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges. 95 is Mike. Watch 95. Watch the slant. Yo, lady. 95 is the same.
Darnold to throw again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
They should have known.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often